Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing an updated review because I got a ton of questions from different people all around the world, email, Instagram, anywhere you can think of, I guess, on the comment section on my previous video. So it's been a few years and I just want to do an update on this one because I'm always getting questions, I would say a few times in a week. So here it is. Do I still use this? Yes, I do. And I still have it. This is an unopened one. I actually always have one in different bathrooms in my home. I have one in my purse. I always have one when I leave the home just in case. So if you just started to have hemorrhoids or you've never had relief in regards to hemorrhoids, you probably have already tried different remedies, home remedies, maybe even over the counter, even prescription. I have tried pretty much everything. I would say 90% I have tried. The ones I didn't try are probably like close to $100 to spend, like an ointment, or certain things that can be kind of hard for me to use. So I don't use that. But everything else, everything under $100 I have tried, and they can get very, very expensive. Now, people always ask me, where can I get this? It is in the description section. Please expand it. I will always put in where you can get it via, if you are in the United States, or if you are outside of the United States, I will also find as many links as I can to get it. I don't sell this. I don't sell this personally. I can't just ship you one to you. You have to purchase this from a seller. I don't get this to sell. I get this for personal use. I always mention this because I probably get bombarded with the same question over and over again. How do I buy this? Where do I buy this? Where's the website? Where can I get this? Where can I send you the money? All that stuff. It's in the description section where you can buy. I make it very convenient for you guys every time in all of my videos. Whatever I'm talking about, I try to get it convenient for you guys to find it. And I always try to get the cheapest one, the best, I guess the best deal, because the cheapest doesn't necessarily mean the best deal. It just means it's the lowest in price. It doesn't mean like in the long run that it actually is more cost effective. So I always try as much as possible to get it most cost effective for you guys and easier for you guys to get. And other people have also asked me, my ointment I purchased didn't arrive yet. What am I supposed to do? What I would recommend is reach out to the seller or the company that you bought it from first. And then, of course, if they do not respond in the amount of time that you expect, which would be 24 to 48 hours, I don't know if it's the same thing outside the United States, but United States usually, every company you reach out via internet, 24 to 48 hours, you should have some kind of response. If you don't get that, you can reach out again and just ask, is this, where is my order? Or you can also reach out to your financial institution, which is your bank. If you're using PayPal, if you're using credit card, anything like that, reach out to that bank or financial institution and let them know that you didn't get this. What do I need to do? Every bank has their own little, and every bank in every country has their own little rules and guidelines that they need to follow, and you just go through there. Next, how to use it, because some people it's just not working for them. Okay. There are different ways to use them, but essentially there really is only two ways to use them. And this is trial and error as well as trial and error from other people, which seems to work. So if you are new to this and you have like a mild case, you just started to use it, you have like, it's inflamed, it's itchy, it's burning, all the nasty stuff, You can put it on the outside. When you put it on the outside, it does help in regards to the inflammation, and it tries to kind of subdue it and kind of squash it down. Nothing can really get rid of hemorrhoids, because hemorrhoids this is what my doctor explained to me. Hemorrhoids is a pressured vein. It's basically varicose veins, but on your butt. It's the same as varicose veins. You can get it treated for, I think in the United States, it's about $1,500 or $1,500. And it's not permanent. It gets rid of the exposed veins, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will never get varicose veins again. It's the same with hemorrhoids. There are 2 types of procedures that doctors can do, and it doesn't guarantee that you will never get hemorrhoids again. It just kind of like temporarily, the ones that have already exposed and became hemorrhoids will be quote unquote fixed. But it doesn't really necessarily mean that it doesn't come back. It doesn't necessarily mean a different vein will get inflamed and pop out into a hemorrhoid again. So the first procedure you could do is put it on the outside where it's just popping. It's like gross and it's just exposed and hanging out and all that stuff. I know you clicked on the video, but this is the reality of what a hemorrhoid is. A hemorrhoid is something that hangs outside of your butthole. So the other way you can do is you can not just put it on the outside, but you also put it inside your butt. When you put it in there, the inside and the outside does get cooled down. And because you're also applying it internally, what happens is the connected vein that is connected to the ones that are inflamed on the outside will also get the ointment as well. I have asked my OBGYN about this ointment, and they said anything that is connected to hemorrhoids is okay for pregnant, lactating women or breastfeeding women. That's also okay. Ask my OBGYN as well as my pediatrician. They all say it's okay to do. And if you are not breastfeeding or you're not pregnant, you want to use this, then it's fine as well. The trick with the hemorrhoids though, like from what I've noticed since starting to use this ointment, is that about a few days or a day or 2 before it gets like full blown inflamed, you can kind of sense there's something is going on. For me anyway, I would recommend people just kind of really pay attention to your body, and your body is always letting you know if something is going on. When that happens, when that trigger happens, I would suggest you put this externally. If in fact within 24 to 48 hours it is worse or even slightly worse, I would probably start putting it in 24 hours, even 12 to 24 hours, actually not 48, I'm sorry, internally as well. And I believe after you do that, it doesn't really make it like worse. And if it does make it worse, like completely inflamed, what will happen is that it doesn't really stay inflamed very long. I don't use this every day. I use this as needed. And I'm feeling that after I'm actually contemplating on like just using it probably once a day for maintenance and see what's going on. But it's just, I don't want my body to get used to something like that. You know what I mean? Any kind of either ointment or kind of medicine, I always only take it as needed. Also, please refrain asking any questions that I've already answered with my video, because I actually rewatched the video to answer your questions. I try as much as possible to squash everything in the video so that all you guys have to do is listen and watch. That's it. And another thing is, before I forget, sometimes Because some people just kind of feel like, oh, I just need to use it once a day and it's a miracle drug and all that stuff. No, it's not that. Certain circumstances can be worse or mild depending on the person's situation. I would use it as needed. There have been situations that I would use it once a day or twice a day. There had been situations that I have to use it every 2 hours. But I don't use it every 2 hours because I'm in a lot of pain. I'm using it every 2 hours because I feel like if I don't use it in 3 hours or 4 hours, what will happen is in hour 3 and 4, it gets to be burning and irritating and things like that. This is not a normal thing to happen for me. Like, it's not an every time situation if it is inflamed, if it is bothering me, but it has happened from time to time. What I would do when it's really that irritating that you have to really use it so many times in a day, and usually when it's depending on the intensity of it, sometimes it can be for a few days, several days to a week, that you really have to do it whenever you need to. Don't do it because person A only does it once a day. Do it because you need it. I would always recommend get a multi-pack. I get like 10 packs. I just keep it there because you never know when it's going to hit you. There's going to be like a stretch of days, weeks, months that there is no pain, no irritation, no burning, no nothing. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, as usual, it comes back in full force. And because you're not really used to the pain anymore and the uncomfortableness and the irritation, it's going to feel really, really bad. So please, again, 2 ways to use this. One is just externally. And if, in fact, you have to reuse it within 12 hours or within 6 hours, like very, very frequently, I would suggest you also put it internally as well as externally. I feel like if you do put it internally, it does help a lot more. Like quicker intensity, it does subdue the pain much more. A lot of people are just saying, I'm not, it's just not working for me, it's just not working for me. Did you try it internally as well? Did you try it more frequently? You have to consider that you don't just, there was this one person that kept asking, like pretty much like the same questions that people have asked. And then I just really gave all the info. Like, instead of let's do 20 questions, let's just do one question. Like, I'll just answer all your 20 questions in one answer. And I'm hoping that it works for them. And just good luck. Anything else, if you haven't watched my first video for this, please do watch that. And this is the most updated one that I could find. Again, all the links on where you can purchase this particular ointment for hemorrhoids is down below. There were questions if it burns. It never burns. It really gets rid of the burning sensation and the pain that you have. It is cooling. It's not a burning cooling. It's just really, really cooling. Like it's like the freezer is in, like fridge or freezer is right there. So it really, really gets rid of like the burning, the itchiness and things like that. It numbs it out. All you feel is just this wonderful cooling sensation. It has a very herby kind of smell. It's very, very herby. I'm not really very keen to it, but I deal with it because it helps me with my situation. There are other people were saying like, change your diet and things like that. Like I said, I've tried very different things, and this is the best thing for me to work. And it has, where other people have also come to me and said it has worked for them. Anything else, leave the questions down in the comment section. Again, where you can find this will be in the links below, and my social media accounts are in the description section. I hope you enjoyed my video. You're gonna hit the like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. I don't know the name of this ointment. As you can see, it is in Chinese characters. And so for me, it works. It works for a lot of people. You just really know how to use it for your body. And those are the ways that I do know works effectively. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope it works for you. And again, any other questions that video, my first video for this and this video did not cover, or you just have other questions, please leave it down below. Do not forget to check my description section for where you can purchase this ointment. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.